So nobody tells you this kind of stuff. You go to school, you learn about signal flow, you learn all your Pro Tools shortcuts, you get your internship, and then you step foot onto a Hollywood dub stage for the very first time, and you have no idea how to act. And the wild part is nobody on that mix stage is gonna tell you either. They're just gonna sit there silently judging you and remember it. So today, friend, I'm gonna save you from yourself. We're gonna talk about dub stage etiquette. Let's dive in. Hey friend, welcome to Mastering Post-Production Sound. My name is Joel D. Catalan. I'm an Emmy-nominated sound re-recording mixer and industry coach, and today we're talking about dub stage etiquette. Well, first of all, if you're new to the channel, new to post-production sound, you might say, well, what's a dub stage? Friend, this is a dub stage. This is a post-production sound mixing stage. This is where we mix sound for TV and film. And today, you're gonna learn exactly how to act on one of these stages. Rule number one, shut up and listen first. Now, hear me out, friend. I don't wanna be harsh by telling you to shut up, but the truth is, you may have graduated audio school, watched YouTube tutorials, taken courses, and you think you know what is going on, you think you have some ideas, but the truth of the matter is, friend, your number one job when you first step on a dub stage is to listen. Now, the re-recording mixers, it's their room. Understand that when you step on a dub stage, they're the ones who have the relationship with the clients. They have been part of the project for months, right? And you have to resist the urge to go in there and offer your opinions. Nobody cares about your opinion right away. You must build the credibility, you build the trust to finally get that right to go ahead and share your ideas. Now, friend, I'm not saying that you can't create relationships with people and talk back and forth, but you gotta understand the minute you walk on the dub stage for the very first time, you can't just go out there and blurt your ideas out. Your job is to sit there, it's to listen, to take notes, observe what they're doing. Then after time, after you've built a rapport with them, then you can offer suggestions if you're asked. And that's the number one thing, is that you gotta understand, there are folks who want to offer, and I'm telling you, I've been there. I've been on mix stages where I'm like, what is this? What is this person saying? Do they know what they're saying? And really what happens is they make a fool of themselves. So do yourself a favor. The very first time you are on a dub stage, don't go there with the intention to start offering notes. Remember, the showrunners, the directors, the producers, APs, the sound supervisors, the re-recording mixers, they have been on that project for some time. They really know what's going on. Your job is just to sit back, watch, take it in, learn, and then when you get the opportunity down the line, you've built that trust, you can offer your opinion. Rule number two is never touch anything without permission. Again, I cannot stress that enough, friend. This is not your stage. You are a guest. So when you go onto that dub stage, ask permission to grab things. Last thing you need to do is pull a plug or a cable because your phone needs charging. You didn't ask, and boom, you just pulled the plug for the Zoom that has the microphone on for the clients to communicate. So I'm serious about this. Ask for permission. Don't touch anything that's not yours, okay? I know you have to resist the urge to do that, but it's like going into somebody's house. You don't just go into anybody's house and start grabbing things that are not yours. So ask for permission. Rule number three, learn the room before you try to change it. Friend, every dub stage in Hollywood has a different vibe. Some dub stages are quiet, others are more vocal, some have inside jokes, some people want to just be focused, others invite talk and collaboration. You have to read the room. I'm telling you, every dub stage in Hollywood has a vibe. And the last thing you need to do is walk onto that dub stage and just bring in the loud, brazen attitude, right? Read the room. Because that's one way to really make a name for yourself in not the best of way. You have to match the vibe. And once you kind of absorb it and realize, okay, you know what? These mixers, they're having fun, they're cracking jokes, or these mixers really want focus and they don't want to talk at all. They pick the right moments. Absorb it, observe it, and then proceed, and then try to match it. So again, you don't want to come in, woo, 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 chitter chattering when everybody's like, what's going on? Like, no, don't do that. But if you feel like, hey, they're inviting conversation, they're asking me questions, they're being, open, they've invited me to say, hey, yeah, if you have a question, take a note down and then, let me know when I have a break. There's your invitation right there. So they have told you, they've led and told you how they want to operate in that room. So learn that vibe and adapt quickly. Rule number 4, your phone does not exist on that dub stage. This is what I'm talking about right here, friend. You walk onto a dub stage for the very first time, and if you're on your phone, click, 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 text, 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 always constantly on, maybe even taking phone calls, friend, I'm telling you right there, right now, they are taking notes on you. What? Is that person on the phone? Are you serious? Put it away. Watch, observe. You do not need to be on your phone right now, especially if you're new and you're coming to observe, you're an intern or something, and they're like, this kid is on his phone, constantly checking his social media, like, please, what is she doing over there taking a phone call? Friend, if you absolutely need to take a work-related call or some kind of emergency, step out, step off the dub stage and go handle that. Trust me, you're gonna get labeled so quickly if you're a guest on the dub stage and all you're doing is on your phone. And another thing, if you're around clients, you have that permission, first of all, that permission, because not every client will just let a new intern or somebody on to the stage right away. If your phone is out, you better believe they're gonna be worried about, is this person video taping, or I still say videotaping, but are they filming, our content? Are they taking pictures? Are they gonna try to leak the show? Stay off your phone. If it's an emergency, walk out, take care of your business, and then come back in and put it away for the rest of the session. They will remember that. Rule number 5, don't ask questions during playback. Friend, when something is being played back on a dub stage, the last thing you should be doing is tapping somebody on the shoulder and saying, where's the bathroom? Or, what's for lunch today? Absolutely not. During playback, we do not interrupt. If they're playing something for a director, producer, sound supervisor, they do not want to know you're existing right there. They don't want to hear anything. We have to be hearing. Sometimes it's the most delicate mixes or balances that we're trying to blend, ADR, and we're trying to get the Foley just right. And if you're back there, hey, what are we gonna do today? What time does this end? What are they doing over there? What kind of plugins they have? Friend, you're gonna get the turn right away, and they're gonna be like, who's making noise back there? That time during that playback, whether it's a playback for the episode or the film or a reel, or they're just playing a section back, that is for the creative team to listen, to pay attention, and to make their adjustments. So don't stick out by asking questions at the wrong time. Number 6, respect the chain of command. Now, on a professional mixing stage, on a dub stage, right, there is a hierarchy of sorts. The re-recording mixers run the room. You have the sound supervisor, you have the music editor, you have sometimes the picture editor, obviously the director, the producer, the showrunner, you have the mix tech, you have the engineer, you have a PA maybe who's on your project. You have to understand that you going straight to the top over somebody's head is going to turn heads. So if you have a question, you have a concern, find the appropriate person. If it's a question about lunch, maybe there's a PA there, you can talk to them. You don't want to go straight to the re-recorded mixer and interrupt them. So understand that there's a hierarchy on the dub stage, and knowing the right person to talk to or have a question or concern addressed is really, really important. Here's what all of these rules really come down to, and I want you to hear this, friend. The dub stage, it all boils down to trust. You need to build trust. And when you're working on a dub stage, you come on for the very first time, you're there to build credibility amongst the people on the stage. And if you're going around doing the wrong things, being loud, obnoxious, not understanding how the dub stage operates, then you're really doing yourself a disservice. Trust is everything in this industry. It's relationships. And when you come onto a dub stage informed and understanding, I don't want to interrupt in the wrong moments. I don't want to be making loud noises. And that's another thing. You definitely don't want to be opening a bag of corn nuts during a playback or a bag of chips right behind the dialogue mixer or the effects mixer. That's the worst thing you can do. All those little things, if you don't know that, friend, are going to work against you. We spend so much time on the dub stage. When we're on huge projects, we see our work family more than we see our actual family. And so when you understand that and realize that when it's your first time on a dub stage, you're building trust. You're building a reputation for yourself. And if you want to build good relationships, make a good name for yourself, and build a career in this industry, sure, you're going to need to know your stuff, absolutely. But you better believe that it starts before you even touch a console. It starts the very first day you walk onto a dub stage. Do you have etiquette or do you not? So I hope a couple of these things that I'm sharing with you, and mind you, there's a long list of other things that I'm sure all my mixing colleagues and post-production sound professionals will leave in the comments below. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I want you to participate and let the up-and-coming post-sound folks know your top 3 or 5 etiquette list in the comments. But when you take heed to these words, friend, my hope is that you save yourself from yourself for making a name for yourself, and that, friend, you understand that trust is everything on the dub stage. All right, friend, that's all the time we have for this week's episode of Mastering Post-Production Sound. If you're new here, friend, would you click that subscribe button, share a video, leave a comment below, give us a thumbs up. Every time you share a video and you engage with the YouTube channel, it tells YouTube to send this video to more people. Well, I'm so grateful you're here, and if you want to know how you can work one-on-one with me, all the information you need to know will be linked in the description below. And I'll catch you over here in a video on the side or in next week's episode.